The movie begins with a young boy named Simon and his girlfriend, Fabian. Both Simon and Fabian are cartoon artists who live together to avoid their critical families. Simon decides to visit his family with Fabian so he can introduce her to them. At the gathering, Simon is captivated by a mysterious woman, but he fails to recognize her. Eventually, Simon discovers that the mysterious lady is involved with his father and serves as his new secretary. Simon's mother is deeply troubled by her marriage situation and does not approve of her husband's infidelity despite the fact that they are married. After the party, Simon's mother revels that his father intends to go on a trip with Sonia, an event that will almost certainly lead to the breakdown of their marriage. She begs him to substitute for her at the clinic so that she can join Carl on the vacation and spend quality time with him. Otherwise, Sonia would take her position, bringing their marriage to an end. Simon reluctantly agrees to help his mother. As a result, Carl is forced to bring his wife along on the vacation, leaving Simon alone with Sonia in the clinic. Sonia complains to Simon that if he hadn't replaced his mother, she would have gone on the trip with Carl. She believes that the trip would have helped strengthen their relationship. The following day, Simon realizes that despite being on a trip with his mother, his father is still in contact with Sonia. One day, Sonia admits to Simon that his father loves her and openly expresses his love to others. However, despite being in a relationship with her, he is enjoying holidays with his wife. Sonia becomes emotional and starts crying. She expresses her desire to start a family with his father. Simon understands her situation and attempts to comfort her by offering tissues. Sonia kisses him, but Simon pulls back, realizing the complexity of their actions. The next day, Fabian informs him that they have a cartoon show in 2 weeks, but they have made no preparations because Simon is busy with his family matters. Simon apologizes to Sonia for what happened between them. But she ignores it, as it was normal for her when Simon asks her not to tell his father about it. He finds it strange and becomes curious about her, so he starts looking for information about her. He knows that Sonia has been his father's patient, so he decides to look for her file. After he finds it, he learns that Sonia was a patient with suicidal tendencies and was treated by his father. Simon keeps the files, and the next day, Sonia learns that her files are missing, so she starts looking for them and eventually finds them in Simon's possession. She takes the files and rushes to a room trying to hide her suicidal tendency from everyone, but Simon knows it. He approaches the room where Sonia is crying emotionally, so he approaches her. When Simon attempts to snatch the files, Sonia turns and kisses him. Simon does not understand, as he was not meant to be doing this, but now he is falling in love with Sonia. She leads him inside the room and seduces him. Following that, Simon brings his girlfriend to a nightclub where they have fun together, but he stays concerned. He eventually admits that he has had intimate relations with Sonia, which enrages Fabian, and she abandons him. After some time has passed, Simon receives a text from Sonia, informing him that tomorrow is Saturday and inviting him to her apartment. Simon goes to see her, and after a little conversation, they begin kissing and eventually make love again. Following that, Sonia serves dinner to Simon, and they gossip a lot while having dinner. The next morning, Simon learns that Sonia has left for the market to buy a few things. All of a sudden, Carl, his father, arrives there after enjoying his vacation, and he is stunned by seeing Simon there. Meanwhile, Sonia arrives, and she ignores Carl for leaving her behind and kisses Simon. She asks Simon whether he slept well or not, which leaves a strange smile on his face. Carl tells Simon that he has no problem with their relationship, but he must tell his mother about it. The next day, Simon meets his mother, and she is shocked to learn about his relationship with Sonia. She blames herself for this, but she has no other option, because grieving over spilled milk is pointless. Simon's mother accepts this relationship, and after a few days, Sonia gives birth to Simon's child, as Carl was sterile when he had a relationship with Sonia. Sonia's life is set because Carl gave her an apartment and Simon gave her a baby, yet she continues to ask Simon to love her. Sonia lives with Simon and his family, and she hands over her newborn baby to Simon, who smiles at the baby for a moment. But he is still confused, remembering how settled his life was. If you enjoyed watching this movie recap, please support us with like and subscribe to motivate us. Thank you for watching.